this old girl here, my supercharged Triumph bobber. You haven't seen much content about it lately because I haven't been making much content about it lately. But she is still around and going strong. Mainly because, well, I haven't been well because I overdid things by working on the bug, trying to get the bug going, and overdid it a bit with that and made myself sick, and I've been run down. And of course, the weather this time of year in Queensland is really draining and really exhausting. So when you've got a full-time job, you've got other income streams you're trying to work on so you can fund your YouTube channel, there's not a lot of energy to go around sometimes. And I have a really short attention span. So to be able to really get stuck into stuff, I have to get obsessed about it. So I got obsessed about VWs again. So this guy hasn't had much of a look in. But hopefully there'll be a better balance of bobber and bug shortly. I did try and get to drag strip a few months ago, but we didn't do very well because it wasn't prepped. So I wanted to try out the suspension limiting straps, and that didn't really work out that well. So hopefully this week I'll get to strip and do that. But I have worked hard on the bug, and the bug is coming along, and it won't be long before that's on the road. So there'll be lots of content about that. So that's what this video is about now. It's about me getting my arse in gear and making content again, because I've got lots of it. Well, I have actually been making a lot of content about the bug, but haven't actually produced it yet because I didn't really want to bombard everyone with a load of bug stuff all the time. I tried to fit some bobber stuff in as well, but I haven't really done much with the bobber. So there's plenty of content coming about both of them very shortly. I do still intend to modify the frame and open up the supercharger outlet to give it more boost. Turbocharging still on the cards. But the thing is, finding time and energy to do all this stuff, I've got to sort of prioritise, and at the moment, getting the bug on the road, so I've got that to make content with as well, is a priority. But this old girl's still here. I've also picked myself up some Super Trap mufflers, so whether they're going on the bobber or the bug, I'm not really sure right now, but I've always wanted some of these to mess about with. So what's cool about these is you can actually take plates out and adjust the amount of noise they make, so they're going to be a pretty good addition. They're actually straight through at the moment, so I'd make some other sort of baffle in there, but then I can play about with it so that it's removable, so that I can make it a little bit quieter on the street, because it's still a little bit noisy at the moment. Well, I've also been busy doing other things, thinking about it, because I painted the floor in here and I've tidied this place up a bit. I might make this into a proper workshop, and I might enclose the outside and do that too, I'm not sure yet. I really need to sort these indicators out as well, because they're looking a bit crappy now. So maybe, I don't like to buy things off the shelf, as you probably know, so maybe I can actually modify the standard ones, which are really cool, and they do have lasted a long while compared with them back ones. I still need to do something with these, maybe bring these in a bit. That's the next project, or one of the projects. Try and shorten these little shafts here to make them a little bit neater, and I'll do the same on the back as well. So that's more content, that's what we're going to do. I've lost the lens from my rear light as well, and it looks horrible like that. It still works, it still lights up red, but I'm probably going to make a new lens for that as well, because it's $280 for a new light, and I like that light, so I'm going to see if I can fix that. I treated myself to some new mirrors for the bug as well. I really like the bullet style mirrors, but of course the bug, being the patina sort of worn out crappy paint bug it is now, that didn't really look right, so I've now made them look like this, and there's going to be a video showing you about how I did all that. And this is actually real rust as well. I've sorted out all the suspension, I've welded up all the bits of rot under here what needed welding, so it's a little bit tidier in here now. I've replaced the steering damper I haven't really cleaned the fuel pump up much, but I've rewired it all. I've rewired the stop light switch and stuff, and I'm probably going to put a new steering box on it. I'm going to get it on the road first. I've done the shocks. I've started wiring it. Mainly that's just wiring for the engine at the moment, so that I can run it and move it around. Even though I've got no seats in at the moment because they're being reupholstered. Started work on the dash. I now have proper wind up windows in it, sort of. So the horrible electric one-piece windows have gone. The engine's in and running. And I'll show you more about that later. But I'm really pleased with how it's going and how it looks. So the motor's back together in the car and running now. I'll tell you more about this engine in another video, but there's all sorts of things on it what might be right and what might not be right. So one of the reasons for getting this car back going again is so that I can try these things out. What people say, oh, you've got to do it like this or you've got to do it like that, but they don't tell you why. So I'm going to do all sorts of things like measuring cylinder head temps, oil temperature, work out what the cooling's doing and all sorts of different things like that, and actually show you results of what differences things make. And of course I've painted the wheels. There, that's beautiful. But the main focus at the moment is to get the Bug back on the road before I go to town and go stupid with anything, so I can get it registered and driving around. That's the main focus. And doing things like this. Oh, I don't know if I've said it before, but this whole paint job and stuff was inspired by Danny Hunter, I think is the way you pronounce his name. I'm not sure, but he makes really cool RC models of stuff. I'll put a link for his YouTube channel in the description. I've also bought a job lot of VW parts. So I've got spare gearboxes, so I'm probably going to need one or two of them when I break my other one. I've got steering boxes, so I can replace my steering box. Also boxes of numerous other parts, and I've got these really cool early headlights which I want to make fit because they look so cool on bug-eyed Bajas because they're so big. But that's going to take a bit of work and a bit of messing about. But for now I've just got the mini sealed beam headlights which I've always had in it and work pretty well. So that's that then. I've got a lot of content to make and produce and I'm really busy at the moment, but I am actually really working on getting my health back on track. I've made some big lifestyle changes so that I've actually got more energy to do this sort of stuff. Unfortunately I can't train martial arts at the moment because I'm waiting for a knee operation, but that's life, I guess. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment and all that good stuff. And have a great day. And there'll be a video out soon. Another video.